Greetings, people. Yet another episode, and another one, and another one. Listen, I'm so much disappointed in the level of damage control, in the way that Makandiwa's PR team is advising him. They are doing everything the wrong way. They keep making so many mistakes, and they are embarrassing. They are embarrassing. Whoever does PR for Emmanuel Makandiwa, I suggest and I commend Emmanuel Makandiwa to save them with paper so that they retire effective immediately. What they are trying to do now, ever since Evidence Chari went there, they are trying by all means now to make it look like me and Uebert Angel are working together. And how are they trying to do this? Do you remember that number that I once said I was receiving stories of UFIC scandals and shenanigans and Makandiwa's secrets? They have all of a sudden changed it and registered it on Truecaller with Uebert Angel's credentials, identity. If you dial that number now, it's showing Prophet Uebert Angel. And the only reason why they're doing this, it's more like damage control. That's their PR vehicle that they're trying to use to clean Makandiwa's image and distance Evidence Chari from everything. And by them trying to distance Evidence Chari from everything, they're not doing it because they don't believe that Evidence Chari did it. They don't believe it. It's not like they don't believe it. They do believe it. And they know the truth. Everyone within the UFIC leadership, pastors, sons, and other daughters close to Makandiwa, they are all convinced beyond no reasonable doubt that it's Evidence Chari that was leaking information about Makandiwa. But the narrative that they want to put across now is that it's not Chari that was doing it. It was Uebert Angel. They want it to look like it's Uebert Angel that has been funding me or that has been paying me for this enlightenment series so that it looks like we are working together. I'm trying to clean Uebert Angel's image by attacking Emmanuel Makandiwa. Listen, there's no money that I'm getting from Uebert Angel. Uebert Angel does not give anyone money. The only people that Uebert Angel gives money are women and girls. He does not give me any money to do anything. When it comes to girls, trust me, Uebert does not have a password to his bank account when that request for money is coming from girls. So never have this anticipation or this perception that I'm being funded by Uebert Angel. What money can... Guys, please, I'm not trying to defend Uebert Angel or anything. If anyone has scandals of Uebert Angel, expose him. Do it. I'm not just going to be the one to do it because that's not my calling. My calling is on Shingirai Benjamin, Shingirai Benji Chirume Makandiwa. That's the one that I was mandated and commissioned to expose. Uebert has his own things. And God will choose someone else. He will raise another giant to fight Uebert. He's not my battle. But please, stop associating me with him. This is God working through me, Emmanuel Makandiwa, let me tell you. It's God working through me. No any influence. If there is probably someone with a lot of money out there that wants to fund me, come on, the door is open. They can do it. And we can keep on continuing with this enlightenment series. Because where we are going is far. And we really need so many resources to make sure that this cult called UFIC, led by Emmanuel Makandiwa, comes down to ashes. It has to come down to ashes so that souls can be freed. So the screenshot, the damage control that you people are doing, it's weak. It's very pathetic. Let me advise you, Emmanuel Makandiwa. The level of thinking that has sustained your ministry to this stage cannot solve the problem that this level of thinking has caused. You can never solve a problem at the very same level that it was created. If you need better solution or if you need better strategies for damage control, to counter this enlightenment series, you really need someone that is very good with PR, not these emotional and spiritual fagots that you are employing to do this for you. You need some. Now, what you're doing now, you're only making Uebert Angel's PR look superior. Because look, Uebert will never stop this law. You need someone that thinks maybe 10 times better than I think, that calculates 10 times better than I calculate. There is absolutely nothing that you can come up with for damage control with the people around you that can counter this enlightenment series. I wrote this syllabus of exposing charlatans. We designed these templates of exposing falsehoods in the body of Christ. So before you make any move, before you do anything, think twice, think a lot. Even bringing this prodigal son of yours, the Judas that you did an entire sermon about, it was a very big mistake. Whoever advised you, the ill advised you, because it only made you look guilty. It only made you confirm that everything that I'm doing, it's shaking you, it's affecting you. And after that, you write this Facebook status advising your people that don't be shaken. They are shaken, Makandiwa. They are shaken, and there's nothing you can do about it. You can't stop the work of God. This is God working through me. There's nothing you can do to prevent it or to avoid it using the wisdom of God. The wisdom of God won't rescue you from this one. This one, you need the wisdom of God, not the wisdom of God's, not the wisdom of my praise. They won't get you out of this one. So to keep on, to expose that it was evidence, Chari, I'm going to roll the screen, the entire conversation that I had with Chari, and then keep watching. At the end of the video, you can do the comparison. That is it Uebert Angel that I was talking to, or was it evidence, Chari? So let's go through the conversation that I had with Chari when he was giving me, information about UFIC. And you people, you do the comparison. If it was really Uebert Angel that was sending me information, or if it was evidence, Chari. You trying to cover up for Chari, Emmanuel Makandiwa, we know that it's not because you love Chari. You're only covering up for Chari now because you know Chari is dangerous. You're protecting yourself from Chari. Because if Chari wakes up today and feels neglected and feels thrown under the bus, you are gone. You are gone. He will finish you. He'll scatter you asunder. So in as tough as you pretend to be, you're scared of Chari. You are scared of him. That's why you can't let him go. That's why you can't let him on the loose. Everyone in your ministry hate Chari right now. Your pastors, your sons, your brothers, they hate him right now. But you're using the wisdom of the gods, to keep Chari close so that you protect yourself. They don't know that you're protecting yourself. They think you're protecting Chari by trying to distance him from everything and bringing him to a live broadcast and all that nonsense that only gullibles will believe. So let's get into it. This is the conversation that I had with Chari, and keep watching at the end so that we can all be left with no doubt of what Makandiwa was trying to do. So as you can see on this screenshot, this was the first day that evidence spoke to me. And he was saying he got my number from the page. But we all know it's a lie. He did not get my number from the page. He had my number. So he just used a different number. He registered a number. So mark this number. You need to know. I will need to make an illustration in the next few minutes so that you can understand how they are now trying to frame Uebert Angel to be the one that was working with me. So he was just saying, hi brother, I got your number, what, and stuff like that. So the first story that I got from Evidence Chari, it was about Joe Williams. And the story about Joe Williams, what Chari was just trying to do is, what he was trying to say to me, what he was enlightening me about the relationship between Joe Williams and Makandiwa is of gold and diamonds. Chari was saying that Joe Williams is the one that is used by Makandiwa to transport illegal gold and diamonds from Zimbabwe to Mozambique. And in the process of him doing that, it so happened that Joe Williams was arrested and he was imprisoned for about 4 months. And Makandiwa did not show up to help Joe Williams with bail money. This is what evidence was saying to me. And he even added on to say the one that helped Joe Williams come out of prison was Uebert Angel. Uebert Angel is the one that sent 400,000 rands for bribing and, trying to get Joe Williams out of prison. This was according to Chari's script. I even asked him to send me Joe Williams' picture, and he did. He sent me the Joe Williams picture. Then I just said, oh, okay, cool. Then I posted it as it was from Evidence Chari. So this was the first story I got from Evidence Chari. The second story that I got from Evidence Chari was about Uebert Angel taking sons from Makandiwa. So this was a way of Chari communicating to me to expose this whole thing that is happening. And the main gist behind this story that he sent me, he wanted to raise an awareness to Makandiwa's sons and Makandiwa himself that he should start treating his sons better. He should start giving his sons more attention. He should start availing himself when his sons need him. Because that is the major cry of Makandiwa's sons, that Makandiwa is never available to us. Makandiwa even did a sermon about this subject, saying that, okay, my sons, you want me to be available all the time. If I'm available, what would you prefer, to have a father that is not available or to have a father that is available but sleeping with your wife? And then he was referring to Uebert Angel. And the reason why he did that sermon again was in response to this post that I had made about sons leaving Makandiwa to Uebert Angel. And this came from Evidence Chari, so that Makandiwa can read this and start giving his sons more attention than he has been. And the third story that he gave me was an update of an emergency meeting that happened. This is the third story that happened after I had posted about the sons. Chari claims that after I posted about the sons, there was a meeting that was held, and in this meeting, the one who pastored this meeting was Pastor Kufa. And Pastor Kufa was reassuring the sons that don't worry, your father loves you, your father has your back. If you need anything, just call, your father will be there for you. So the reason why he told me about this meeting, so that I can have more confidence in the stories that he's giving me, that they are having an effect in the Makandiwa's kingdom. And the third story that I got from Evidence Chari, this is the third one. It was about a guy called Pinkton, Emmanuel. So in this story, what Chari was trying to establish, what he was doing, he was exposing the promiscuity behavior within the UFIC church. And in this story, he was saying this guy called Pinkton, he was first in a relationship with Ruth Makandiwa's sister. And when he was in a relationship with Ruth Makandiwa's sister, he did not have quite a lot of money at that time. So this did not quite please Makandiwa himself, until Makandiwa deployed another son of his called Tawanda Mjiji. And Tawanda Mjiji went on and snatched Ruth Makandiwa's sister from Pinkton. And they got married. Right now, Tawanda Mjiji is married to Ruth Makandiwa's sister. So when Pinkton was left alone, now he was crying, oh, I don't have my girl was taken. And to do damage control for this, Makandiwa sent his young brother called Ara. And this young brother called Ara hooked Pinkton up with this other yellow-bone colored chick to replace the girl that had been taken by Tawanda Mjiji. And the reason why, this is where it gets ugly. The reason why Ara linked Pinkton with this young lady, this young colored lady, is because he was trying to relieve her from himself. It is alleged, Chari said, this young lady was actually Ara Makandiwa's girlfriend. And she had fallen pregnant for Ara Makandiwa twice. And now that this lady wanted to expose Ara Makandiwa had to try to do damage control together with Emmanuel Makandiwa. That's why they linked Pinkton. They hooked up Pinkton with this girl. And Pinkton ended up marrying this very same girl that used to be Ara Makandiwa's girlfriend that had 2 pregnancies, and she terminated those pregnancies. And the reason why he did that, he was trying to avoid this lady from exposing him in papers and so forth. So Pinkton is said, he realized it late after the wedding that he was played. He was given someone that was Ara Makandiwa's woman that had multiple pregnancies for Ara Makandiwa, and she removed. And right now, Pinkton is just there in the marriage, just there. He's just cruising nicely, but he's not happy. He's just there, Shem. He's just doing what he can. What can he do? He's just there, Shem. So that's what Chari was telling me here concerning this scandal. And it's true. According to Chari, it's true. And the third story that I got from Chari, it was about, this is the third story, about a UFIC pastor called Sheki Timburwa. And Sheki Timburwa is a pastor for Makandiwa. He's heading a branch somewhere there. And here he was just trying to tell me how Sheki is cheating. Shaky is in a relationship with this other slay queen called Tanya Chikuni, who happens to be a best friend of Pokelo. I don't know who Pokelo is, but I'm sure she's a popular Zimbabwean. What? I don't follow these people. And here he was just trying to say Shaky is in this. Shaky is married, but he's in this relationship with Tanya Chikuni, and he's always seen in a car with Tanya Chikuni, touching her, doing things, using his fingers and whatnot and whatnot. That's what Chari was saying, and I posted it as it was. So here he was just trying to expose other sons so that Makandiwa so that he can balance himself as well, because there were so many scandals about Chari as well. So he was just trying to set the ground level for everyone so that all the sons can look promiscuous. These words are difficult sometimes. So this was the third story I got from Chari about Sheikh Timburwa and his promiscuity behavior, how he has been sleeping around and, cheating on his wife. And the fourth story I got was about a guy called Donald Mandu. And I posted about it again. So this Donald Mandu, Chari was telling me that this is the closest person to Emmanuel Makandiwa. This is the guy that eliminates anyone that is a threat to Emmanuel Makandiwa. Chari was saying that this is the guy that Emmanuel Makandiwa goes out with when Makandiwa wants to do girlfriends, as you can see on what he sent me. So Chari is confirming. Chari knows these things. He's saying that when Makandiwa wants to go and see girlfriends, he does not go out with this PA. I don't know who the PA is. I don't know if that's the correct name of the PA called Chaka. I don't know if this Chaka exists or Chari was just trying to give me false information so that I can confuse myself and lose credibility when I'm posting these issues. But he said Makandiwa is a PA called Chaka, and when Makandiwa is going out, he does not go with Chaka, the PA, but he goes with Donald Mandu so that they can go and do girls' stuff. And he was saying this Donald Mandu is always carrying a pistol in his black BMW, 2 pistols in his BMW, and he's saying this guy is ruthless. That's that's from Chari. That was Chari's script. This is the fourth story that I got from Chari. And the fifth story was about himself. So he also had to implicate himself in the story so that it does not look like it's him sending me the stories. Yet I already knew that it was him, but I was just waiting for him to hang himself and shoot himself on the foot. So here he told me about Chinese boy, and I did not post this one because I knew it was a lie. He was trying to trap me. He was giving me 90% of true stories and 10% of false stories. The 4 stories that he gave me are the only stories that were relating to him, but all the other stories were correct. And it was on this screenshot within the conversation I was having with him that he made the mistake that exposed that it's Chari who was sending me. Because if you look at this screenshot that he sent me, he was trying to convince me that Chari was indeed evicted from his house. He wanted me to post an article about his eviction from his house, which was a lie. So here on this screenshot, he made a mistake. He forgot to crop out his image at the very bottom of the screenshot. Because I want you to do a small social experiment. You can pause this video and carry out this social experiment so that you can all understand that it was Chari that I was chatting with here. If you're using an iPhone, it only works with iPhone users. Go on this page called Gambakwe Media. When you go on this page, just go and take a screenshot of any post that is there. That's if you're using an iPhone. Take a screenshot of any post that is there. And when you take a screenshot, post that screenshot below in the comments section. You'll notice that and compare that screenshot with this screenshot of evidence Chari. This will give you a confirmation that it's Chari that was sending me, because it was his phone that took that screenshot. Hence, at the bottom of the screenshot, there is a face of his Facebook profile. This is the profile picture on his Facebook profile. So post the screenshots in the comments section so that you can also believe and know that this was evidence Chari. This is the biggest mistake he made within the conversation. This is how he exposed himself. So here he was also, so now that he exposed himself, when he went to his father, now they wanted to do damage control. If you dial this number now, the name that is going to show there is the name of Prophet Uebert Angel. They have changed the truecaller identity of that number to Prophet Uebert Angel. And the reason why they did that is so that anyone who goes through these screenshots and anyone who sees these screenshots, they will think and assume that it was Uebert Angel that was sending me this information. But how can you guys be this naive? This is damage control, which is very weak. Look at this screenshot. I just dialed the number. This is what it is suggesting on the Truecaller. And on the Truecaller, it's saying Prophet Uebert Angel. And it's a South African number. Chari, come on, you can do better. Chari and Makandiwa, you can do better than this. This is just lame. This is boring. Boring. I understand the intention behind all this is to try to, to shift the blame. But you can't run away from this, Chari. This is just too obvious that it was you. It is just too obvious. If it is Makandiwa that advised you to try to do damage, if you want to do damage control, like I told you earlier, find someone. I can recommend someone who's good for PR, who can help you manage this whole enlightenment series. I can recommend someone that can do a good job. So Chari and Makandiwa, try something else. This is not going to suffice. It's not. So with this, let me sign out. I have more content that is coming. So I just have to address a few things that needs, prompt attention. But I still have some good stuff that we're going to talk about that will make you understand who Makandiwa really is. So for now, let me say adios. Goodbye. It's your boy, Prof X.